Hey guys, it's Robyn Diamond with Health Happy Robyn on Facebook and healthhappyu.com online. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what I've been up to. So first of all, let me introduce myself. So I'm an integrative nutrition health coach. And I help people find what helps their unique body thrive. So this past weekend, I was part of a yoga and food detox, which is something that I don't really necessarily recommend to my clients or friends because it can be a little bit harsh, some of these detoxes, especially for someone like myself. I have Crohn's. I've had Crohn's since I was diagnosed in 1995. And I was on medication for many, many years. And I was able to, one day I just woke up and said that the side effects are just not worth it. And everything kind of wasn't working for me. Anyway, I just stopped the medication and really took my health into my own hands and looked to nutrition and lifestyle choices to really heal me. So I've been through lots of diets and protocols over the years trying to find my own path. And it's been a journey and I learn something new every day. But the last year, probably year and a half, I've been following a kind of a combination of the specific carbohydrate diet and the gut and psychology syndrome protocol, GAPS, and paleo and autoimmune paleo. Somewhere in all of those is kind of what I've been doing. But basically no grains, really high quality proteins and vegetables, eating fruit but not overdoing the fruit, lots of healthy fats, but really no grains except, when I have my oopsies. Nobody's perfect. Definitely me. Anyway, so I've noticed throughout this time that really, when I tried to eat rice, like instantly I would get bloated, uncomfortable, whatever. I couldn't believe it that rice really was a trigger for me when it used to be my safe food. Whenever I'd get a flare-up, I would have rice and broth, broth out of the can or the box. I didn't know anything more to do than that at the time. And I just kind of decided that that was like, okay, when I was in a flare, I'd eat rice and broth and eggs. And when I was feeling great, I'd eat lots of fresh vegetables and fresh fruits and things that I couldn't eat when I was in a flare. And that's kind of the pattern that I took for quite a while. But then I realized that rice was actually not my friend. And I pretty much learned that through the specific carbohydrate diet, which most people call SCD. And I am part of a Facebook support group that is awesome with this. And they really help. Everyone in there really helps to guide you because it's not an easy protocol to follow. But it's no grains, similar to paleo, no grains, but it's a little bit stricter than paleo, a little bit different. Anyway, so this past weekend I decided to do this yoga and food detox, and the food that we had to eat, everything that they were supplying, and the food that they were supplying was Kitchari, which I'm not sure if that's really how you pronounce it, but it's an Indian detox healing dish. It's delicious, I will say that. It's made with basmati rice and lentils and seaweed and all sorts of Indian seasoning and spices. Some people put cooked vegetables in there, and ghee is the main fat source. And ghee, sorry, I gotta turn off that phone. So ghee is basically clarified butter, which you can make yourself or you can buy it really in any health food store. Probably most grocery stores are going to start carrying it soon. Very gut healing. In Ayurveda, they really turn to ghee to heal the gut and to kind of lubricate the system. So anyway, so I decided to take this on. Last year, I went to one day of the cleanse and tried the ghee tried the Kitchari just for one meal, and that was like a really like breakout moment for me because I was like, oh gosh, I don't eat rice and I don't eat beans. Not that I've never eaten them, but really in the last couple of years, I haven't eaten them. And I felt fine. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll take it on. I really slipped off the wagon during the holiday season and started, eating lots of foods that were not serving my body well. And so I felt like I really needed a kick in the pants and to try something new just to shake things up a little bit. So anyway, it was 3 days of 3 hours a day. I'm sorry, yeah, 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours a night of yoga in the afternoon, and a 2 hour break in the middle. And all you could eat was the kitchari that they supplied. And oh, it was just so delicious. So we'd eat breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at 12, and dinner at 6. And they said you could eat as much as you wanted. One day I think that I ate a bowl of kitchari in between those meal times, but really it's quite a filling dish. And for me to say that it's something, because I can eat a lot of food. So anyway, it's very filling. It felt so good. The yoga practice was pretty intense. It was all different kinds of yoga, and I was worn out. So it ended on Sunday night. Monday, Martin Luther King Day yesterday. It's kind of a day off for my family. We didn't really have much going on. I did some grocery shopping, things around the house, whatever. But I decided to stay on the food cleanse for one more day because I had brought some home with me. So I had plenty. So I added some. The one that they made did not have any vegetables beside the seaweed in it. So in the morning, I added some cooked carrots that I had cooked in the ghee. And then for lunch, I had the cooked carrots and some cooked zucchini. And for dinner, I had the same thing. Well, by last night, I had the worst gas stomach ache in all the land. I was up all night, bloated and in pain. So I was like, all right, interesting that didn't happen at all during when I was at the yoga studio. But when I came home, that happened. So was it me adding the vegetables, or was it my body just saying, okay, hi, you tested me and I have had enough? So, which was probably the case. So this morning, I got up, I was feeling, yesterday I really did feel pretty out of it. I can't really explain what I was feeling. I just didn't feel like I could focus well, and it could have just been pure exhaustion from all the yoga that I had done. This morning I woke up, felt energetic, felt fine. I ate a banana to start the day. And wow, when you don't eat any fruits or any sweetener at all for 4 days and you put a banana in your mouth, whoa, that is something. I was awake. That felt like so much sugar in my system. It felt like way too much. It was really quite wild. You should really try it. I mean, just take it all out and just experiment to see how good real food can really be when you clear out the junk. Anyway, so I ate the banana, and then I was like, I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to throw it out. It's not serving me. Well, anyway, I went to yoga this morning. I came back and I was craving it. So that is what I ate at 9 a.m. this morning. I ate kitchari. I have enough to get me through today. So we'll see. I'm going to add a little bit of other foods in to try to get my system a little bit more back together. And I think that's kind of the way that I'm going to go about it, is just slowly add the foods in. But really, I'm paying attention to my body. I don't know, I'm using my body as an experimental lab. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I just kind of wanted to share this with you to see, there is no one answer for anyone. There's no one right way. It's what's right for you. And even though the person that was, there's my dog, hello. The person that was running this swears by the kitchari and what it does for her. It might not necessarily be right for you. I really wanted to try it. Ayurveda is something I'm so interested in, and would love to be able to follow a lot more of their ways than I do now, food-wise. So I just wanted to give it a go. Not sure if it's working or not. The gas is kind of saying that it might not be working, but and this might be a little bit too much TMI, but I don't know if you all follow me on Facebook, but I posted something the other day about farts, and if you have a lot of them and if they smell, and a lot doesn't necessarily mean anything. That could just mean that your gut bacteria is actually working correctly. That stuff can create gas. Things like lentils can create gas, but if it's really smelly, really smelly, that's a sign that something's wrong. And I got to tell you, a lot of times mine are really smelly because there is something wrong. I have Crohn's. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily in remission, but I'm managing quite well. I'm not on any medication. But I have my moments. But anyway, this has no smell. Is that because I haven't eaten meat in 4 days? That could very well be. But the gas pains are obviously not so normal. And then one other thing that I noticed this morning, and I'm going to show you again, it's a little bit too much information probably for some of you, but bear with me. My tongue. So your tongue tells you a lot about what's going on in your body. And if it has a coating on it that is saying that something's not right. It could be that you have an overgrowth of yeast in your body. It could be that you have a gut imbalance, a bacteria imbalance going on. I just want to show you my tongue because my tongue's usually perfectly pink. So that's pretty disgusting, right? That's my tongue. I brush my teeth in the morning and at night, and I tongue scrape when I wake up in the morning. And I did get up this morning and I did my tongue scraping. And that stuff doesn't remove. It's there. And that is, last time I had a bad Crohn's flare up, my tongue got super duper coated, like scary coated. And, you know, that was one of the signs that I was like, oh boy, something's wrong. So this is another sign to me like, oh boy, time to pay attention to my gut. So I just wanted to share some of those things with you, and I'll come back and tell you, you know, what happens in the next couple days. I am going to get myself off of the Kitchari or however you want to pronounce it, and go back to my normal diet, which usually includes lots of homemade bone broth, which is very gut healing, and that's what I'm going to start incorporating. But it is a challenge because I'm really enjoying the vegetarian thing right now, but I think my body's speaking another language to me. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later. I'll give you an update. Bye.